Hello and welcome to the Bookstore Challenge. I was tagged by Kevin at Kevin Toll Reads. Kevin was tagged by Josh at Already Overbooked. The original creator of this is Dr. Logan at DRL Reads. And yes, Kat, I have my cheat sheet, so it's not that I remembered all of that. This was really a fun tag, and I'm so glad that Kevin tagged me, so thank you for that. It was a very enjoyable experience. The idea behind it is to go to a used store. I went to my local thrift store because I knew I was going to get some amazing finds and it would be an overall enjoyable experience. Now, in Kevin's video, he mentioned that he had $20. He went into the store and asked an employee to get things for him. It was a little bit of a chit-chat time because the employee didn't really know him. So if you're going to do this, just be mindful of that. Have a conversation with the person and you may find some really great reads. I highly recommend going to watch Kevin's video as well. He found some great reads and he talks about his experience. In his case, he gave the employee $20, but Kevin is in America where books are a little less expensive than here in Canada, so I decided to go with $25, partly because I know the hardcovers and many of the books are $5 in the bookstore, so I knew I could get some great finds for that price. So on Saturday, which was November the 16th, I first went to my public library to pick up my holds and then decided, I needed some book therapy, so I headed over to my thrift store. I knew I would end up with amazing reads because the employee that I asked is someone who I see regularly. They also happen to be a subscriber and viewer, so they know what I enjoy in terms of books. I also chat regularly with the employees when I'm there, books, the different genres. It's always a wonderful experience, and it's why I enjoy in-person shopping. I mean, it's my big outing. I get a chance to talk in person with people about books, get great recommendations. So the individual who I asked to do this for me is the same person who also suggested the Jack White book that I mentioned in my last book haul. It was also cute because I know the individual was a bit nervous about my picks, but everything was 100%. I'm so looking forward to the reads. So what did they select for me? The first book is by Penelope Lively. This is Dancing Fish and Ammonites, a memoir. Typically, I don't read this type of book, but I'm very much looking forward to this read, checking the inside cover as well as the back. This isn't an author I'm familiar with, but apparently she is an award-winning novelist and author of children's literature. She was born in Egypt, went to school in Britain. She still lives there. I'm very much looking forward to learning more about her. Here she offers a glimpse into her influences and formative years, as well as a view of what life looks like from the vantage point of 80 years. Excellent pick, and I am very much someone who is interested in Egypt, both current and ancient, so that was amazing. The next book, The Book of Irish Legends. Now, I have a number of things about the Celts. I know some people pronounce it Celts. This is an awesome pick. This is by Iain Zaczek. I hope I said that right. And it's illustrated by Emma Garner. Very much looking forward to these reads. I also have the Welsh book, the Mabinogion. I hope I said that right. Fascinated by those stories. And I love this has beautiful illustrations in it. This is definitely something I'm looking forward to reading. This book is another one, hits right in with some of the other reads. This is Prophecy Made Easy, Experience the Future Now. This is by Glen Walker. This goes back to the Bible prophecies, and I've been talking about those in terms of needing to finish the God Delusion. That's my choice, not I have to, but I want to finish that before I get into the Book of Signs. I've read some of the other books, planning on getting into a Bible study. So this and the connection with the Da Vinci Code and getting all that figured out, this was an amazing choice and ties right in with everything else. So in Prophecy Made Easy, the author maintains that Bible prophecy is not impossibly complex and mysterious. He says that it doesn't take a doctorate or seminary degree to understand God's messages in the book of Revelation and its companion prophetic book, the Old Testament book of Daniel. He shows how the Bible itself provides all the keys necessary to understanding the times and symbols of Bible prophecy. I can't wait to get into this book. And that means now I have to finish the God Delusion, and then I think I'm going to go to this one before I get into the Book of Signs, because this will be fascinating to connect with all the other things I've been reading. Envy of the Gods is the fourth book. Alexander the Great's ill-fated journey across Asia. This is by John Prevas, the hardcover. I'm interested in Alexander the Great. We have yet another tie-in with Egypt and the history. This was an excellent choice. And again, I may not have found this book. So, like I say, every pick tied in perfectly with where I'm going with my reading, what I enjoy reading. I love synchronicity. And yes, I've also chatted about that with this individual as well. Now, speaking of synchronicity, the Book of Extraordinary Facts. Nearly 900 giant statues are scattered across Easter Island. I have looked at this book so many times and just hadn't picked it up during my other shopping times. I love this is a little plaque right on the book. It's an amazing cover. It's in excellent condition. This ties in with Bellwether, and I can't remember the author right now, but I do remember that one of my viewers, Timothy, recommended her work, and I loved it. The beginning of each chapter, because this one scientist is into discovering fads and why some things take off. So the start of each chapter is about a different fad, the year, a little bit of history. And that's what this type of book is as well. It goes into so many different things. On the inside, I know it was someone's Christmas gift in 2012 because it's signed. You just never know what you're going to find as a bonus. And the the person got this the year it was published because it is from 2012. It goes into so many different things. We've got Hollywood, sports pastimes, health and body, science and technology, something to believe in. I will definitely, as I read through this, maybe what I'll do is pick a chapter and then do this book in a series and go through just some of the fun facts that are in there. So those were my 5 pick for me amazing reads. I enjoyed doing that. It was so much fun. It was great to see the individual who picked these books for me being very happy that I was happy with the pick. So it was a great way to share some joy, have some fun, and get some new reads. Yes, I also did browse a little bit as I was waiting for the book selection. Along with those 5 books, I also found the first 2 books in the Dresden series. Very excited about this because I've been hearing so much about this series. My library had it as ebooks, and I'm sorry, I just can't do them. I need to have the book in my hand. So I am very much looking forward to this. I also found Star Wars 100 Images to Inspire Creativity and Relaxation. And I mean, Yoda, Star Wars, there's no way I was passing this up. And it was $4. So along with some of my other coloring, and on Friday, you will see why that's a bit of a challenge in my house. We have the Ewoks, a stormtrooper, just a lot of great pictures in here. I'm going to have so much fun with this, but I can also look at tracing some of them so I can color things more than once. That was my book challenge plus. It was just so much fun. I really needed that this week. The people I am tagging are Janie at the Crafting Bookworm, because I haven't tagged you in a while, and there's no rush on doing this, so it's all good. Kat at Ginger Bibliophile, Ven's Corner, and Noah the Bookworm. I know it will be sometime next year before you do this, because you're all doing the reading challenge, and that's okay. I think once you get out to do this, you'll have some fun, and I'm curious to see what other people would pick for you in terms of some fun reads in the future. If you're interested in doing this video and I haven't tagged you, please feel free to do it. Make sure you tag me so I can come over and see what books someone selected for you to read. Let me know in the comments down below. Have you read any of the books that I've mentioned? Are you interested in any of the topics that these books cover? Hope you enjoyed the watch. As always, thank you so much for the gift of your time. And until next time, take good care.